hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. Oh my God, it's Friday,
Welcome to the
y'all.
family
It's
Chantel. Welcome to
Friday.
the family Chantel, y'all.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
welcome to the
family Chantel.
family Chantel. Okay, y'all. This is welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. Okay, y'all. This is the family Chantel, the final chapter. Duh, 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 duh. Season 5, episode 1. Two households, both alike. Okay, Jamal, you said you came in with even scales, no
Yeah,
judgment.
yeah,
And
I
what
did.
happened?
Pedro just showed his whole ass, like all of it. I was in there like, wow. And I'm gonna say this: I get it. I
Mhm.
get where he's coming from to a degree. Like you worked in what he was working in a factory, a warehouse
A warehouse, yeah.
for like all while she was in school supporting and doing all that, right? And he was just
Mm-hmm.
patiently waiting his turn to where he can go to school. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the breakdown of this happened when she didn't graduate on time. Because I remember that season, he kept mentioning it, like it's taking you a long
Mm-hmm.
time to to graduate. Like, when is it my turn? I'm tired of working in the warehouse, yada yada yada. So I really feel that that was where the breakdown started.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not being honest about it. He's just not being honest about it. So
Right. But even that's not being honest because he kept on saying it was supposed to be his turn to go to school. And what did he do?
yeah,
Real estate.
I was getting to that part, like so he built up resentment. He felt, I'm gonna say this. This may sound mean, but I really feel he felt Chantel was trying to hold him back on purpose. I'm like, no one's gonna be trying to stay in school like that and hold. Stop it, Pedro. So he got resentful. So he went for the quick cash. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
he's all, I can do real estate, yada yada yada. So he did the real estate, right? And then once he started
Mm-hmm.
doing the real estate and was
Mm-hmm.
getting and doing making some good money, he in his mind he's like, okay, now we're on equal footing. Whereas before he
Mm-hmm.
felt it was unbalanced, especially with him not being in school and stuff like that. So he just became very pitiful and resentful,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't help to have his mama and his sister in his ear either.
Okay. All right, I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat and then I'm going to give you my theory because it is
Hmm.
similar to yours, but not quite. So,
Hmm.
hi, Sunway. Hi, Tracy. Let's see who else is in here. Hi, Ryan. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tracy agrees with you. Okay. Now, here's my theory. I think he's just a petty Betty because he missed the 5 year mark, right? He wound up staying with her for 7, when in truth, in fact, he only had to stay for 5 before he could apply for his own citizenship or whatever. And he was pissed that one, nobody ain't remind him, be mad at your mama, not at your wife. Two, that remember he wanted to move his family into the house and she was like,
Hmm.
no.
Hmm.
And three, I think he was just like he always wanted to go to school. From the time he came up, he said he wanted to go to school, but instead he went and did real estate instead of going to school. I think he dicked him his own self because he
Hmm.
should have went to school.
Right.
He should have went to school because they were on even footing when he was at the warehouse and she was going to school and doing
Right.
part-time work. They were on even footing. Um and I would say he was making more because he was holding her down, right?
Right.
Um but I think he just became resentful. And for some reason, he kept on trying to say that her going on vacations was a lack of work ethic. But yet, this girl was pulling in 12-hour shifts as a nurse, but you never mentioned that. You said that she had no drive or no ambition, but she's a nurse.
Right.
And you're a real estate agent, and there's nothing wrong with being a real estate agent, but you can't say that she doesn't have drive or ambition. It's hard to become a nurse. She failed the first time, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she
Right.
failed. That's why she didn't graduate. Remember?
Right. So it's not easy. Like, I just didn't believe anything that was coming out of his mouth. I feel he was just being a petty Betty because nobody reminded him that it was the 5 year period, and he could have went and applied for his freedom papers, and he wound up sticking around there extra time with her and her family, and he was just pissed.
Mm.
That's how I feel. Because none of his excuses regarding her make sense. Both of them still seem to be sexually attracted to each other, so that part seemed to
Yeah.
have been working. The rumors about him having infidelities at his place of work, I could
Mm-hmm.
believe it because he's the type of person that uses sex to get ahead. His mama taught him well.
Yeah, he was sleeping with his allegedly he was sleeping with his boss.
Mm-hmm.
That was the scuttlebutt going around the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tracy. I know
Okay,
she
so
failed
let's see.
once.
Both families ruined their relationship. I agree with that. So does Tracy. 24 months too long. Yup. Remember, y'all, that 5 year cutoff for freedom papers. Everyone was flying to DR constantly. That's because TLC was paying for it.
And it's not.
Um,
There's probably there's probably flying Frontier or Spirit too. The cheapest there, the cheapest back.
they could have afforded a maid to clean the house. The house wasn't that bad. If you compare it to Gino's, their house was clean.
Mm-hmm.
Their house was clean. He was just looking for excuses, and they never really qualified for me. Um, okay. Hey Michelle, welcome, welcome. Um, yeah. Pedro is machismo and sees everyone as an educated fool with a degree that he couldn't get because he's not smart enough. According to Nicole, he was a virgin before Chantel. How the fuck Nicole knew that? She listen, when she came on, I walked out the room. I have nothing to say about anything that Lydia or Nicole have to say. They irritate the snot out of me.
I'm gonna put
And
it like this. I'm about to be mean, so y'all close
mhm,
your ears. So here's my whole thing with Pedro. Pedro looking kind of haggard, kind of rough, you know.
mhm,
Chantel looking real good. Let's be completely
mhm,
honest here.
mhm,
Pedro, you hit your peak with Chantel. Let's call a
mhm,
thing on that.
mhm.
Chantel got a good 20 years of baddie left in her. Let's be completely thing. According to the people, for what I saw, I think she was talking to Drake for a hot minute. Just saying, just
Drake talked to
saying.
everybody.
It don't matter though. He got good taste. So Chantel still has upward mobility. Pedro's
Mhm,
peaked. So Pedro went from Chantel to how can I put this nicely? Betting Karimas. No offense, Karima girl, but you ain't Chantel. I'm just
mhm.
saying. How you go from
They ain't
Chantel
no
to Karimas? Come on now.
child with the braces and everything. Anyway, Tracy said,
Careful,
he did.
Pedro.
I know,
Put
I
some.
know.
I won't be nice and say it like this. Make sure she got like those hockey guard, those teeth guards. I'm just saying. Don't want that nicked.
Child, he's so stupid. Tracy says he did say himself he was a virgin. L- like I'm gonna believe anything he say.
Right.
Okay. Nicole been jealous of Chantel from day one, and each season she tries to look more and more like her. Yep, yep.
Okay. You could tell Nicole is jealous because everything about Chantel is like, oh, her body. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, up here, up her, we like corn fed. We like call it what you want. We like that up here.
But you
You
heard
just
the
met her,
insult though.
yeah,
that
watery,
that Chantel doesn't have an ass, or it's liquidy or something like that.
watery.
She was describing her own butt. Chantel got booty. And we see that every episode in her workout clothes.
Right. Nicole doesn't really have cake. Sorry, she has maybe a
She
flapjack.
doesn't.
Just saying, just saying. I'm just saying, like
Mm-hmm.
you tend to, when women go for other women's looks, it generally comes out of jealousy, and I hate saying that. But with the in
Mm-hmm.
Nicole's position, like think about, excuse me. Look at Nicole. Look at Chantel. Nicole's
Mm-hmm.
not a bad looking girl,
Uh-uh.
but she's no Chantel, and Chantel is very educated, very
Mm-hmm.
educated. If you were looking for a woman, Chantel is pretty much the whole package. And Nicole is not that. Nicole's pretending to work in somebody's office, like, and she plays what, top 10 at the Miss Dominican Republic something, thanks to Stalin. Because remember,
She
Stalin,
placed
I think she was like top 10 or something. And remember,
out of
Stalin said like,
11.
I can't stand you. Because remember, Stalin said she wasn't even top 15. He's like, we
Mm-hmm.
got some work to do. So I'm just saying, Nicole. I
Man.
don't care about Nicole. I don't care about Lydia because y'all sitting up here
Mm-hmm.
like talking about, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and he's got rid of her and yada yada. Here's my whole thing. I'm looking at Lydia and Nicole. I'm like, y'all don't really understand this, right? Y'all understand this is your last season, right?
And don't give her any money.
Right? I'm looking at them celebrating. I'm like, who celebrates losing income? I'm just looking at it like, mm.
These two Bobo the fools. That's who does it. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. They just irritated me. I'm sorry, y'all. I have a low tolerance this week. It's been a horrific week for me, and watching them was just not my zhuzh. So I kind of ignored them. So let's get to this episode. Now, TLC did something shitty. They went and put on episode one, I think either Thursday or Friday of the week before, but it was really a recap of season 4 to get us to where we're at now. So this episode, we see they opened it so dumb. Chantel doing a bubble bath for her two pollywogs, her dogs. Winter has moved in with her so that she wouldn't be alone. We find out that the $265,000 that she removed from their joint account, she ultimately gave it to the court minus $60,000 to pay for legal fees, the upkeep of the house, and I don't know what else. Um, Pedro is still pissed over this, but you snooze, you lose. You can't expect to tell this woman that you want a divorce and then she leave all the money in the account for you to go
in
and
the
get
in
your
the
own
in the
apartment.
in the joint account.
Ah, you should have been siphoning money out
And here's
like
my whole
every
thing:
other hoe would have done.
don't get mad because Mama Karen was 2 steps ahead of you. Sorry, because we
Mm,
all know that was Karen, right? We not gonna pretend that was Chantel, right? We know
true,
that was Karen.
true.
Okay, I just want to make sure we on the same
Oh my
page.
God, Tracy. Tracy said that Nicole came in 10 out of 9.
Mm, Poting.
Mm. Okay, so that's why Nicole is still on the show to buy a BBL. She already got little boobies. Okay, that's true. Why were Chantel and Winter in lingerie and candles and rose petals to bathe some dogs? Look like some. Yeah. Again, that was all set up by production. I
For
thought it
sure.
was stupid. But that's just me. Hi, DSJ. Sea Air still dumb. Put money in a joint account. Mm. And Michelle says he would have taken it all and kept it. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he took it.
So
He,
she
he
did
would
the
have taken
best thing.
everything. He would have taken everything and sent it to his mama.
Mm-hmm. Chantel says that Pedro left her emotionally broken and they haven't spoke for the past 9 months. So we're supposed to think that this is 9 months that have passed since the breakdown of the marriage. All right. Pedro's still in real estate. We see him at some batting park training little kids. He says this is a stress reliever for him. Did he move to a new apartment or is this the same old apartment he had
I think
before?
it's the same one. I think it's the same one.
Okay. He says that he stopped talking to Chantel because anything he has to say, anything that he says that she could use it in court against him. He admits to the producers that he does miss Chantel, but that was because she was his first love. Trying to repair um, your damaged rep. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what. This was also serving. I didn't believe anything he said, and normally I try to give benefit of the doubt, but I'm like, no, sir, because you've shown too many personalities on this show, on this one episode
Mm-hmm.
alone. And had you, if you missed her, if you had really missed her, you'd have called her because
Mm-hmm.
her points of contention with him were valid because he was mistreating her point blank. Period. You can't deny that it was on the screen. So had you loved her and missed her, you would have called her. But playing devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that. Do something. If he did miss her, I'm gonna say in this case he did miss her, right? Yeah, probably we probably went and told his mama he missed her, and then his mama said, "Don't you? No, you don't. She's evil. Look at how she treated you." I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna side with that scenario more than my first thought because I can see him doing that. Oh, mom, we've been apart. I miss Chantel, and she's like, remember how her family treated you? She doesn't love you. She's just using you. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. I don't know. I think he's just stupid at this point. And we're getting to
Well,
that,
yeah.
Ryan. I'm gonna keep that up there because I did not understand that scene at all. And showcasing his junk and his suspenders, I didn't get it either. But we gonna get there. Chantel says that she's 32 and she didn't think she would be where she's at now. She
Hmm.
said Pedro ruined all of her dreams. At first she wanted revenge and now she feels like karma's a bitch. So I guess she's come to a point of resolution regarding the situation.
Right.
Good for her. Pedro says that the divorce negotiations have been tough because of her family. Really? I think he even said at one point that he felt like Chantel had reported him to immigration like a complaint, saying that the marriage was a fraud so that he could be deported. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. Mm, okay, so
So
hello.
when does
Hello
Chantel
from
come on?
Denmark. We've got a guest from Denmark. When can you see the show? The show is on right now in the United States. If you have Max or Discovery Plus, you can watch it on those streaming services as well. But welcome to the show. Oh, and thank you to the new subscribers. We really appreciate you for joining the tribe. And give us some thumbs up. We appreciate it. What were you saying, Jamal?
I was asking when
Mm,
does the show come on? I always watch it late because I like to watch from the day we do the show.
It replaced Last Resort, so Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So Chantel says that her mom said it from day one. He was a trickster. Um, and Pedro and his family was out to get her. She chose to trust her husband because she loved him, but in the end, the joke is on her. Everything that her mom said was true. Um, Chantel and Pedro apparently have been going back and forth between the attorneys regarding the settlement and the division of the marital assets.
Hmm.
She says her last and final offer is 50% of the joint bank account, sell the house, 50% of the proceeds. Basically, she gets the contents of the house, and Pedro gets the contents of the garage, like all the garden tools and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And one last condition: Pedro cannot be the realtor for the sale of the house.
Right.
Period. It has to be. It's not his company, and it's an outside realtor with no vested interest.
And the reason
I
is
thought that was smart.
he, but he couldn't be the realtor though, because if
Mm-hmm.
he were the realtor, the terms of the terms of the agreement would, it would go against the terms of the agreement of it being 50-50. Because if he is the
Mm-hmm.
seller, he would get 50% of the proceeds, plus he would get the commission, which
Mm-hmm.
would be more than the 50%. So of course she's not gonna let you sell that house.
But he's stupid. I just can't. Um, we
But
find
for him
out
to sit
that.
there, real
Mm-hmm.
quick, for him to sit there and figure out that woman's commission in front of her face, I'm like,
That was rude.
wow. I
That was
was like,
rude.
wow.
And he did that beforehand, because we all know that he's not that good to calculate that in his head rapid fire like that. You got to be a realtor for years to do that. But anyway, I digress. We see the babbling baboons, his mother and sister at one point. I don't know. I walked out of the room. Um, we see Chantel admitting that she took the money. Um, and but she did turn it over. Good for her. Pedro feels that she took the 60,000 off the top to get him deported.
I'm sorry, but that was kind of. I was like, wait a minute, she's gonna use the money to get you deported. I mean, I could see
I don't
it. I'm
know.
not gonna sit here in front. I'm not gonna sit here in front and say I couldn't see it, but
Mm-hmm.
I understand why he would think that, given the circumstances.
Well, Chantel's attorney contacts her to let her know Pedro agreed to the final offer, the 50-50 split. And she proposed this in order to not go to court.
Right.
So they're doing each other a favor. They're not dragging it out anymore. Um, so she's happy that he agreed. She didn't tell her family, and he didn't tell his yet. We see Destiny. You liked Destiny last season, right?
Yeah.
She's driving her to to meet with Pedro for the first time since they're split. And production, we see production asking Pedro why he signed, and he said he signed because he's afraid that her family does evil things to him all the time. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, we flash back to see Destiny and Chantel in the car, and this part I didn't care about. Destiny's like, oh my God, I thought we were going to have kids together and
Right.
raise them together like how we did when we were little. And Chantel starts to cry, trying to squeeze out a tear, but not ruin her makeup. Okay, whatever. I didn't care. Um, she said that she wanted kids with Pedro, but Pedro would always say maybe next year. And then they
Mm-hmm.
showed the flashbacks of him actually brushing her off doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro, production don't like you. Production don't like you. It seems like this is going to be very Chantel biased, but okay. Let's see. Um, okay, so we get inside and we're with her attorney. I think his name was Jared. Jared?
Yeah.
I think so.
Jared. Yeah.
Jared? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Chantel says that she feels Pedro deserves nothing, and to go back to his country that he allegedly left for love, but there's obviously no love there. Jared, the lawyer, goes over all of the terms of the settlement agreement. Pedro, why are all these calls coming in? Oh my God. Sorry about that, y'all. Pedro Jared goes over all of the terms of the settlement agreement. We find out Pedro wanted to be the realtor for the house, and she was like, she put the kibosh on that. Um, and he goes through everything. She signs off on the document. So her side is done. Chantel meets up with her family afterwards for a little celebration of her signing the settlement decree. And that's when she tells them that she agreed to a 50-50 split. Karen is not happy. Karen wanted to go to court. Karen wanted to embarrass him. Karen wanted him deported. Karen wanted him like
Right?
burned at the stake. And I found Karen and Thomas to be very annoying. I did. I don't care. I don't want to hear anything from Winter, and I barely want to hear anything from River. Mm-mm. Hold on. Lydia reminded Pedro that he messed up the bag and he better not miss her. Ooh. Yep. Hot mess. Hot mess. That was a stupid. I have very low tolerance for her family. Back in the Dominican Republic, we see Nicole and Lydia. Um, I didn't really care about this part. They're basically bashing Chantel, saying that Pedro has to be on his guard because Chantel has a double personality. Oh my god. This is where we see Pedro brushing his teeth, doing his morning grooming routine. Who puts their foot up on the bathroom counter to brush their teeth? I did not understand that. And then he turns around, he puts on his button down shirt, and he has suspenders on to keep the shirt in his pants, but we're seeing his big ball sack in his tidy whities. And I'm just like, what are we looking at? Why is this in here? Is he doing an OnlyFans?
Yes, part of the menu.
Oh my god. Thank you, Tracy. They are always annoying. Ryan, I miss when Thomas was quiet and it was just Karen running her mouth. Yes. He must have retired or something like that because now he's opening his mouth and no one wants to hear it. Yes, his little tidy whities. Tidy whities. I wonder who doing his laundry for him. Oh. Let's see. Um, Pedro feels that the reason why Chantel did not give his company the listing was because she never believed in him. He just proves how dumb he is.
Right.
And if you was that great of an agent, you would have won the listing. Just saying. Maybe if you had spoken to her in 9 months, you would have gotten it.
Right.
Um, yes, she never believed in him. He said that he always supported her, but she didn't support him. He was very upset about going to the meeting because he feels that Chantel and her family is going to do something to him and call the police on him, report him to immigration, and he's like, F them all. That they are effing bad people. Okay, get it all out, boo. You only saying that now you ain't going to court. Okay. Chantel says that she has suspicions that Pedro was cheating on her with multiple women last year. Pedro says that he never cheated on her. And Chantel gets to oh, I think this is where they go to the realtor's office. Yeah, so they head over to the realtor's office now. And Chantel says that she really doesn't want to hear anything from Pedro unless it's I'm sorry. And Pedro was so rude with this realtor. When he said, "Thank God they're divorced," I was like, I don't understand why he thinks that these little jabs make him look good.
Right.
She was sitting there not saying a word. She was sitting there not saying a word. And then he started counting the commission and babbling on about his gaming chair. And Chantel did the best thing. She was like, she turned to the realtor and she was like, "Did you hear something?" "I didn't." And she, in her confession, she's like, "If he think he getting that gaming chair, he got nothing coming because the settlement said I get everything in the house. Everything."
She said, "There's no way in hell he's getting that chair back."
He should have took that with him when he left.
Mm-hmm.
How you expect to want to get that back? But okay, dingaling. um, duh, 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 duh. But once this was all over and seeing how he behaved in front of the realtor, Chantel is sort of regretting that she didn't take him to court and bleed him for every penny that he had and sent him back to the DR afterwards. Chantel says if he continues to treat her this way, he's going to get what's coming. And she says goodbye to the realtor and leaves. And that's the end of the episode. So, what did you think about this whole first first episode?
Solid. Solid opening.
Oh my God. Ryan says he can get that chair back when she posts it on eBay. I'd have burnt that bitch.
And you have burnt and posted it on Instagram too.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have done Instagram live, to be completely honest, and tagged him in
Yep.
it.
Yep. I'd have burnt it in the backyard. I would have been like, look at. Actually, I burn it in my new house. I burn it. Or take it down to the car place down in like the chop shop areas where they have that mushing thing, and I would throw it in there and let them mush it. Come and
You are
get your
so
chair.
right.
um, I don't like the tactic that him and his family are taking. It does not allow me to be on their side because they're just stupid and ignorant and just saying a lot of, it's like last season. All of the critiques that he had for Chantel didn't make sense to me. They didn't make sense to me. And even now, he still has the same critiques of Chantel as to why their marriage failed. But now he's adding in the evil and the bad people, and they reported me here and all this. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Just stop it. Um, I hope to see less of Karen, Thomas, Winter, and River. And I hope this is just like 10 episodes and done.
I said 8.
No, give it 10. Give it 10. A nice round number because last year it was 12, I think. 12 or 14, something like that. But let's get this wrapped up really quickly. Let's move on. Um, but with Karen on this show, I know it's going to be like uber dumb, and I'm bracing myself for it. Um, but yeah, this was a solid start for me. Did we learn anything new? Not really.
Yeah.
But I'm here to see what they're going to give us. What did y'all think about it? Let's see. Why why do they need to go back to the DR though? I don't know. I don't understand what, like, her going to the DR during their marriage never produced any successful results. Um so her going down there to tell Lydia to leave her and her family alone, they don't care. They're going to send you gift boxes full of coffins whenever they feel like it. It's a waste of time, and it's just a way to justify TLC's production office down there. And that's it. Exactly. Scenes. But are they going to be good? I don't know. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. Chantel's visits to Dominican Republic have never been successful. I don't see why they should start being successful now. Mm-mm-mm. Um, well, that's it, y'all. That's
Yep, I
it.
got nothing else.
Y'all have a great. Oh wait, hold on. Costco corner. Costco corner. I went down to Costco. I went to a different Costco today. One that I will not be returning to. But I
Mm-mm.
found something new. It was a little too old for me. Like they hadn't redone that Costco. Um,
Mm.
so the bougie came out. But y'all know all summer long, I was drinking peach margarita, the agave wine that the Kirkland brand does. Chalice the holidays. They got spiced cranberry margarita. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be my holiday jam throughout the season. This looks so good. And I'll tell y'all about it next week. Secondly, you know I've been exploring the cookie section at Costco, and St. Michael has a new cookie collection just for the holiday season. And they have milk chocolate and caramel tartlets. They have the Le Grand Galante, butter petite palmiers, and French butter cookies. French button cookies. So four selections in a keepsake tin. Um, my friend in NASA has already put dibs on the tin, so I don't have it cluttering up my house. But two holiday selections that I think you guys will enjoy. Um, Filler. You thought the first episode was filler? Oh no, Jamal, did you think it was filler? Let's see.
Um,
No.
it's a good
Ryan
start for me. It's
says
a good start.
Ryan says no visit has topped bitch ass slut ass whore. Yes. That is true. That is true. But again, another unsuccessful visit to the Dominican Republic. And I just wonder, why do we keep putting ourselves through this torture? That tin will have sewing supplies in. My friend wants to put sewing supplies in it. So yeah, no, that's what she's doing. So I'm saving it for her. But yeah, check out the cookie selections. They go quickly, and check out that spiced cranberry margarita agave wine thing. Should be awesome. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, a solid start. Can't be mad.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, like we're talking about. Hopefully, this they don't drag this out because if they try and stretch this to 20 episodes, I'm gonna be irritated.
They've never done that for them. Never. Yes, my favorite episode, yelling with Nicole. Oof. Trader Joe's Jamal.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get this out the way so I don't forget. All right. Oh,
Oh, good lord. What's happening there?
I just wheeling over to my refrigerator.
Mm.
Oh, I just bought this yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 second. So this is okay. So this is normally I get the just chicken, but this is the the grilled strips white chicken. These you can actually taste the grill in the chicken.
Nice.
I'm telling you, I got some 2 cups of microwavable jasmine rice. Heated that up. Cut up some chicken strips. Put some butter on the rice. Then put the chicken on top. And I tell you, I was not expecting to taste the grill on the chicken. I don't know why I thought like they were just vanity marks. Like, give me 1 second. Let me.
Oh no.
I'm serious.
You just thought they painted on the grill marks on your chicken?
you know, you know how some of these places do. You know how some of these places
Oh
do.
no. I don't
They're
think Trader
really good.
Joe's would do that to you. They're like really healthy stuff, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Well, I'm gonna say, you know how I'm just saying. All right, let me just show you guys so you can actually see the packaging because it's really. I'm telling you, I was shocked at how good it was. I almost fixed myself another plate. It was that good.
The holiday book is out already, failed dog, foster dog mom. You've gotta take a look at it.
So this is what the packaging looks like. You couldn't really see when I held it up, but this is what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good. Just pop it like chop it up, do whatever you're gonna do with it. Put it in the microwave for like 2 minutes, and it's. I'm telling you, chicken and rice never tasted so good. And this is what I'm having for lunch.
Oh, some black beans on top of that would be so good.
Oh, I didn't
Black
think about.
beans, onions, and guac. You
Oh,
can make
a
a
little.
bowl. You can make one of
Yeah.
those like chipotle
So
bowls.
they charge you like $13 for it. Yeah,
Well, and you'll get more than one serving. So there you go.
exactly. So yeah, I'm about to.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm eating for lunch. I cannot wait. But like, yeah, it's in the it's where the salad. Well, in my Trader Joe's, that's where the salads are, and it's
Mm-hmm.
look next to the Just Chicken, and you. Unless you know it's there, unless you have to stumble upon it, I didn't even know it was there. I just happened to stumble upon it, and I'm like, "Oh, this grilled." I'm like, "I'll try it out. Why not?"
You got the carne asada from Chipotle? It's back, limited time. I love the carne asada, and I keep on saying every time I go out, I'm gonna try and get it, and I don't go by the Chipotle. I have a feeling I'm gonna miss it this year. Anywho, y'all. Um, that's it for this week. Uh, have a great weekend. Enjoy. Next Thursday, we might Jamal, we have to talk. I have a delivery coming next Thursday, so we
Oh,
might have to reschedule. Um,
love deliveries.
well, this one is long overdue. Remember the delivery I was supposed to get on Tuesday? That fell
Right.
apart because of my building manager. So it's been rescheduled to next Thursday. And right now my kitchen is persona non grata. Lost everything. 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 So, guys, I'm a little, like I said, remember I told you that this week was hard for me? It
Right.
was. I had several mental breakdowns. Yeah. So this week was a goner for me. So next week, hopefully, will be better, but we might have to juggle the times of the Thursday shows just to work around my deliveries. You said no. The garbage disposal got fixed within like 2 hours. It was beautiful. It got fixed within an hour because they charged me 1 hour plus the garbage disposal thingy. That's done. My refrigerator went kaput last Thursday. So I went out and I've been planning to buy a whole new kitchen appliance package. So I just pushed it forward. I went and bought it last Thursday. It was supposed to be delivered this Tuesday. Told my building manager last Thursday I was expecting this delivery. Because of the refrigerator, it has to come through the front door. The delivery doors are not wide enough in my building. So my building manager decided to replace tile in the front door entry so that my appliances couldn't come through. So basically, I lost my fridge and several $100s worth of food because of his dumb ass. And so now I am pissed. I am not speaking to him, and his Christmas present is now being donated to Costco. Don't fuck with me with the holidays coming up. I have a sick mother. I can't afford
Yeah.
to one lose food, waste money, and not feed her. But he did it on purpose, and I know he did. I know he did. Because the tiles were dug up for 2 weeks, but he waited till the day of my delivery to tell me that somebody came to do him a solid and put down the tiles. No, it was him. It was him, because he was smirking when he told me I'm going to have to schedule my kitchen appliance delivery. I Tuesday was such a bad day for me. Such a bad day for me. Home Depot even tried to deliver, but he was waiting on them to tell him no.
Right.
This is the pettiness that went on in my building last Tuesday. But it's okay. Karma. Karma.
Mm-mm. People, don't do evil. It doesn't
It
pay in the end.
Yeah, he's a jerk, and it was spiteful. Spot on, Ryan. Spot on. This is a condo building, so it doesn't make any sense. I am the owner of my crappy unit. And the management company that we have in place, tits on a bull, useless. Um, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work, and we're gonna tough it
Mm-hmm.
out until Thursday. And as long as I can keep her liquid turmeric chilled,
Mm-hmm.
um, we should be fine.
Okay.
We should be fine. But yeah, it was Petty Betty Central over here in Miami this week. So these past 2 days of chatting with you guys has been like a stress reliever that you don't understand. And I cannot thank y'all enough for giving me a few minutes of escape from my regular, normal, sucky life every week. I truly appreciate all of you who come in here and talk about these dumb shows and allow me to just get away for a little bit. You'll never understand and never know how much I appreciate all of you, both in the live chat and on the replay crew. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. Y'all, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see y'all next week.
Yep.
Jamal, until next time.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Bye.